We are about 15 miles north of downtown Miami. This is Hard Rock Stadium here in South Florida. Stage is set. Ball is on the tee, and off we go on EA Sports. Here to take it back, Wes Watkins. And a solid one back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Now the second-year man, Devon Achane. And a nice run to start out. 6 yards on the first play of the game. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Ready. From the gun, here's Tua. That one is caught by Wes Watkins. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive. But now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Every time you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points. So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on them early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
The NFL's leader in rushing touchdowns last year, Raheem Mostert. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
2nd and short. Normally, this is a great time, Mike, to put the ball in the air and try to press the ball downfield. But in this case, they keep it on the ground. Has a similar effect. They pick up a good gain and a first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Tua. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack. And we're going to see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
A shotgun snap for Tua. And he's got this one complete to Watkins. Get about 6 before he's taken down.
When you call these double moves, you're going for broke. You're looking to throw this ball over the head of the defense, so give a lot of credit to the defensive backs. Yes, it led to a completion, But this was not the big play the offense intended when the coordinator called that play.
Third and long. Here's Tua. He's got it about the 8. And he will score. Tyreek Hill. Touchdown, Dolphins. It's his second touchdown of the year. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's first possession.
And, Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decided not to bring it out. So we'll take over at the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Here's the first carry for the pick product, James Conner. Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. Walker there to make the tackle. Here's a 2nd and 9. He'll look to throw. And good work there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. Marvin Harrison Jr., the intended target. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, like living in these 3rd and long situations. Must pass is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Oh, the coverage was great. They gave him no room to operate and made him pay for catching the ball. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10.
Ready, shot. Out.
Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
Yeah, ready. Out.
Now it's Tua. This throw right side is caught by Hill. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
I think some skeptics out there, Mike, said, okay, Tyreek, you're going to leave Kansas City and Patrick Mahomes. Let's see how you do down in Miami. And, well, what has he done? He's really taken his game to a whole nother level. Over 3,500 receiving yards in just the last 2 seasons alone.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
All right, come on.
In motion, it's Waddle. He's not going to get too far. Tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd
and 9 at the 41-yard line.
Back to throw is Tua. That's to Waddle again. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
And he's not going to get the 1st down. Met and brought down in the backfield on 3rd and short. They do not get it done.
The idea here for this offense is you're not really thinking necessarily touchdown. You're thinking 1st down. Let's get a fresh set of downs here and reset. But in this case, they suffer a loss, and it brings up fourth down.
So on fourth down, it's Jake Bailey to punt for the Dolphins. And on the return for the Cardinals, it's Greg Dortch. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there.
Take over first and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
Let's go now.
They'll start this drive on the ground, and it's Connor. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's second and 5. So after one, 7-0 is our score. And we're back to South Florida after this.
Ready up.
They'll come up here on second down and 5.
Here we go.
Back to throw. That'll be taken in by Connor.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
Here's a third down and 4. Now they'll set up to throw. They'll try to work the screen with Connor. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
And the Cardinals first down.
Here we go. Set.
Here's a give up the middle, Connor. And that one is closed down in the backfield. What a defensive play. Knifing in, dropping them for the loss.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
They'll look to throw. He'll fire one deep for Harrison. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, and it will fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly. And even though that one falls incomplete, you have to continue to sprinkle that threat in because it makes everything else in your passing game that much easier.
This is taken at his own 30. Oh, how about the coverage there? Met and dropped before he can get a return go.
At their own 33-yard line.
First and 10.
Right.
Now Tua. Now a screen set up for Achane. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
I like the call. Using the screen as a drive starter to pick up a chunk play and get this offense into some rhythm. It's clear this offensive play caller anticipated the rush of the defense, and he was able to use it against them.
Tua, gonna give it to Achane. Not much there. Maybe a yard.
At the 44-yard line.
It's safe. Set.
Here's Tungo Bailoa. Over the middle, it's taken in by Waddle. And he'll be knocked down at the 45-yard line.
That's good for Dolphins.
Good.
First down.
Solo left
First
side.
and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now a first down throw for Tua. He'll get this to the former Falcon, Jonnu Smith. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end.
Here's 2nd and 2.
Go ahead.
Hill brought in motion.
Ready.
And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
That's good for another Miami Dolphins. First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Out.
Here's Tagovailoa. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Corner, long. Good.
To the air again, Tagovailoa. 2 minutes remaining. First half in a 7-0 game. We'll come back to Miami after this. Now a 3rd and 2.
Ready. Out.
Tua gonna throw. That's complete to Watkins. He is in. Touchdown Miami.
We're seeing this so much all across the NFL, Mike, is the value placed on a receiver being able to turn into a runner after they're able to secure the catch. And sometimes it's easier said than done. If you want to survive in this league as a wide receiver, you have to be able to make plays like this after the catch. And great job there by the quarterback being accurate. Great job by the receiver running after he makes the catch.
Jason Sanders is the kickoff for Miami.
After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. And this one is fielded in the end zone. Will not be returned. It will come out to the 30. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got it.
Defense came out in a soft zone. I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get to the backfield and work it down.
They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just no one. He does a fantastic job, like not only locating the ball in the air, but then attacking it hands on hands. That's exactly something they work on every week in practice. Great job translating those drills into a live game.
And he's going to be knocked down before he can even think about returning that one. Whoa!
At their own 33-yard line.
Go ahead. Out.
On play action, it's Tagovailoa. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Now the Dolphins going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining until halftime.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Out of the pistol, here's Tua. That's taken in left side by Smith.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
Again, it's Tua. Throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3.
Ready.
Throwing again, it's Tua. Open man, left side, he's got it. Second time they've hooked up on this drive. This one good for 12. And a first down.
So far here early, Mike, the key for this offense has been their ability to maintain possession by converting on these third downs. It's going to be a big storyline the rest of the way. This defense has to find a way. When they force third down, they got to get off the field.
He'll air this one out for Watkins. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively. All over him. And it'll be second down.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath. To say football is a game of inches may be an understatement after that last play. I mean, if he gets there just a little bit quicker, he can get two hands on it and reel it in. And instead of just forcing the incomplete, put himself a pick.
And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time's expired. The first half has come to an end. Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. Jones now on the return. Now an opening has the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. He'll fire one deep for Harrison.
This has really just been the story of the entire game. It just seemed to sink, don't they? I mean, they desperately need to find a way to just get some points on the scoreboard, any way it takes. They don't complete on the deep pass there, but keep shooting for it, because at some point, something's going to break your way, and they desperately need it.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. And he puts his head down, and he picks up the first down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. Sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. Really nice job there by the quarterback. Get into the hands of his receiver, and then see what he can do after the catch.
We'll try again here. 2nd and 10. On the handoff, it's Connor. And that will get him back on schedule. Good pickup of 7, sets up 3rd and 3.
Very positive returns on that run. I mean, really, the only thing not to like is that they weren't able to move the chains. You know what? The way he ran there, I think they go right back to him and see if he has even a bigger carry in.
A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on third down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line.
Finding yourself down here, multiple scores in the second half. The defense is going to give you some friendly run looks, so don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little bit of mix of the run.
On first down, they'll stay on the ground with Connor. Changing direction there as he's able to pick up 3. Second and 7. He'll look to throw. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Marvin Harrison Jr. Touchdown, Cardinals. And he continues to be a focal point of this offense. Now 10 touchdown catches for him on the year. Ryland's kick here is good. And the Cardinals are on the board. It's now 14-7. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Wes Watkins going to bring it back. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. They'll come up here, first and 10. They'll start on the ground with Mostert. That lane closes quickly. A pickup of 3. That's Zaven Collins on the stop. They face second down and 7. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Will find Mostert out of the backfield. A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. Gains nothing.
This is a great example, Mike, of playing zone defense at a high level. They're trying to threaten him. They're trying to put 2 guys in his zone and see which guy he's going to choose. In this case, they try to out-leverage him into the flat. He's not having it. He brings him down for no gain. Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. On first down, the drive begins with Connor. What more could you ask for on first down? Nice run of 8, setting up second and short. They'll go right back to Connor. And he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. Second and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down. The whole idea of the play action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
Jalen Ramsey, he is tough to throw on. There to put that one away. He'll drop the throw. Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. And His offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Here's first and 10.
All right. Out.
Now H.A. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down.
Taking down at the 41. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Ready, shot. Shot.
From the gun, here's Tua. The second down throw is incomplete.
So after their defense gives them a gift on their last drive and gets them the ball back in on the field, they nearly return the favor following that dangerous throw of their own. And at this point, they're lucky to walk away with just an incompletion.
What can they do here on third down and 7?
Shot.
A shotgun snap for Tua. He's got the hook up there to Waddle. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 15.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation. And that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
And he's pushing tacklers away as he takes it forward for a gain of 9.
Brought down at the 4-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and 9.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second and a yard.
Line.
They'll run with 8 change. And the Dolphins are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
21G. Shot.
Here's H.A. And he will not get in from there. In fact, I think he was shoved backwards a little bit.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take a...
Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. That's the linebacker, Kazir White.
All right, Mike, file this play away. If they're able to hold on and pull this game out, we're going to look back on this as the pivotal moment of this game. Oftentimes, it takes that one big moment to sway the outcome of a game, and no bigger play than a pick deep inside your own red zone.
First and 10 now from the 36. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
That one knocked away and incomplete.
You just can't say enough about how hard it is to play quarterback in today's modern NFL. I mean, not only are these wide receivers better than ever, but the way the rules are written, You're really out there on an island with not a lot of options. Your technique has to be perfect. Your timing has to be perfect. It's exactly what we saw here, and he makes a great play on the ball.
Jalen Ramsey, he is tough to throw on. There to bat that one away.
Just a great example of not only the anticipation, but the instincts to go break that pass up. Like you can see, he's clearly looking at the quarterback's eyes. Once that ball was delivered, he's just attacking it, breaking it up.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's fourth down. Now they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. The defense very happy to see that play call. The decision to go for the fourth and long will end up in a turnover on down. Set to go now on first and 10. Now it's Tua. This one complete to Watkins. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
That's into the hands of his receiver, Watkins. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice first down pickup. Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
They try to set up the screen for Mostert. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker. So here comes Jason Sanders in a big spot. This to make it a 2-possession lead. And this one right down the middle. It's good. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage. So Sanders back out after making the field goal. He sends this one away. To return is Greg Dort. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
On first and 10, they'll set up to throw. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a first down in this spot.
Here we go.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 41-yard line.
So all game, we've seen him take the approach as just being a game manager. But one thing you have to do, if that's the case, is you have to protect the ball. You can't turn the ball over, especially if you're struggling to push the ball downfield. He got a little reckless that time, and the defense made him pay.
On the ground to start the drive, it's Achane. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
Cover 2. All right, fellas, listen up.
They'll stay on the ground with H.N. And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4, and it leads to third down. Whistles here. We have another stoppage. Timeout called by the defense with 1:53 remaining. You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's third down. Now a screen set up for H.N. And great determination as he gets forward and picks up the first down.
The best time to call a screen is when the defense is anticipating pass. Allow that defensive front to rush the passer. Just get through the offensive line enough before you drop it to your back. Get out behind those big offensive linemen and pick up the first down.
They'll drop the throw. Open man downfield is Smith. And he'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. They're at the 17-yard line now for first and 10. To the left side, in the hands of Hill. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from...
And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play.
Like I was saying, that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. 2 guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchdown. So they come to the line for first down and 10. They'll look to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Mike, when you're completing less than 35% of your passes, you're just not going to win a lot of games in the NFL. He's just too erratic throughout the course of the game. Sometimes it's exactly how they practice. And other times, it looks like they've never practiced at all. They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
And that final throw here is intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. Something's up. It's a win for the Dolphins. And that's now 4 victories in a row as they continue to play as well as anyone